Guys, we're here. I am here with Mr. Devin. He is the leader of Big Smoke.
I ain't the leader.
You ain't the leader?
Yeah, you are.
You are the Big Smoke, bro. Anyway, we're here to play some Warhammer today. We're playing some Warhammer 40,000. I'm in South Carolina. Big Smoke is an awesome team over here, and they've been gracious enough to have me in their clubhouse, and it is pretty dope here. There's some great smelling cigars in the background, and we're going to play some awesome Warhammer. It's going to be Blood Angels versus the Firestorm Salamanders. So we're going to see how it goes. I'll be right back with the army overviews, and then we'll get like an overview of the table and stuff. All right, cheers. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the Blood Angels. Now, this is my tournament list, and I thought it'd be fun to run it so you guys can see how I actually use it on the table and not just in the tournament review. There are, like I said, a few changes I need to make. I'll make those when I get back to Norway and can hobby it up. But for right now, we have 2 Lancers, 2 Ball Predators, all Flamers on them all the time because Flamers rock. We got 1 Impulsor, and the Impulsor is going to be carrying the Blade Guard veterans who are going to be led by the Chaplain. The Chaplain does have that Fights First enhancement on him. Then we've got 6 Sanguinary Guard led by Monsieur Dante, who is a total Chad and always does work for me. We've got the Raised Fueled Captain leading a unit of 3 Sanguinary Guard. Mephiston for some Lone Op shenanigans that just never dies. Sanguinor for some Lone Op Fight First shenanigans that just wrecks people's plans. 1 unit of JPI and a single unit of Scouts. So that is the army. We are going to play against some Firestorm. We'll show those in just a magic moment. All right, so we got Mr. Devin. He's going to tell us his Firestorm list. Mr. Devin, if you would, do the honor, sir. Just
all right.
Point and play.
This is the current iteration of my, I call it board control manders. You have 2 3-mans of Plasma and Scepters. Boom. I used to do 1 of 6, but the jump through the wall trick, I can't make it seem to work.
Yeah.
6 Blade Guard veterans with Adrax, Agatone, and a Blade Guard Ancient. The Ancient has the ignores mods for the entire unit enhancement. Really useful for taking out things like Satan.
Sanguinary Guard.
Sanguinary Guard. Well, you have the Sanguinor, so I really am not trying to charge you.
No, it's good. It's fun.
We got 4 company heroes with my
not
the warlord, but really a warlord, Vulcan.
Yeah, this is also one of the most amazing models I think I've seen. That's hilarious.
He does have his barbecue base. I just didn't take it.
Yeah, we'll look at it. We'll do it later.
Yep. We have 5 infiltrators, most likely to sit at home, but we shall see.
Yep.
2 5-man scout squads for action efficiency and being a pest.
Yep.
1 Storm Speeder Hammer Strike, which is just 3 Meltas duct taped on a really fast vehicle. 2 Lancers because I'm boring, and 2 Land Raider Redeemers because I'm not.
I freaking love it. I adore it. We're going to be playing Hidden Supplies on Crucible of Battle. Now, one quick detail with this is FLG terrain. And FLG is a little bit different. So they treat everything on here as a ruin. So, like, even these armor containers and these things which are forest. Not forest. Like, most people probably didn't know forest existed, and they really don't in 10th edition. But these also count as ruins. So it's very, very dense board. And we're going to have a good day. I'm looking forward to it, man. Okay, so turn 1, the Blood Angels go first. I drew a tempting target and extend battle lines. Now, Devin, being the savvy man he is, chose the target that was the furthest possible distance away from me. And because of that, my scouts needed a 12-inch to get it. They didn't roll 12-inch. I needed a 5 on the advance from my JPI, and my JPI did not get it. So that is going to very quickly become CP, because I'm going to discard that at the end of the turn. I did choose the Oath of Moment as this Land Raider Redeemer. I'm going to shoot 1 Hunter Killer and then 2 Lancers into him, so I'll just do that on screen. So I'll just start with Hunter Killer number 1.
I'm going to smoke.
Smoke. Big smoke, if you will.
Yep.
All right. It's going to hit you on a 3. It's going to reroll for an Oath of Moment. It's be hit, and it's going to wound you on a 3. That's wound. AP 3, so 4 for you.
Goes to 2 with cover.
4.
You're good.
AP 3, so 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean it goes to
to
AP. Look at you being smart. All right, Lancer. Look at you. You got a cool, awesome little thing. Okay, well, reroll for Oath. All right, that's 1 hit. Wounds on a 3. Ooh. We'll try that again. That's 1 wound, AP 4, so 5.
5 up. No.
I'll take that. That's 6.
He's down to 10.
Answer number 2.
Yep.
Both hit. Wounds on 3s. Both wound.
Right,
Oh,
barrel
same
one.
All right, that's good before.
Alright. You can fire again.
I was going to say it's the same. 4.
Okay, so that's a total of 10?
Yep, down to 6.
He's down to 6.
And that's going to be my shooting turn. Basically everything else I did. I realized I didn't really go over my movement. Dante's hanging out in the central ruin, ready to go wreak havoc. He's got his Battle Shock aura extending everywhere. We got Mephiston, who's claimed this objective. The scouts are on this objective. I moved my Chaplain Impulsor up to the center. not bad. I'm actually relatively happy. So I'm gonna get extended for 4 now, I guess. And then tempting is going in the garbage bin, and we'll be on to turn 1 for the Salamanders. All right, Mr. Devin, you drew engage and something else, right?
Engage no prisoners.
No prisoners. Cool. So basically, Dev just answered my call to action. He has gone full send. So he did battle shock on the Land Raider Redeemer.
Yep.
And then he moved Vulcan up. So Vulcan's going to probably be pointing at the Sanguinary Guard to give him a reroll wound rolls with the Flamer.
Yep.
And then everything else just generally moved up. He did oath my Lancer over here with his. So his 2 Lancers are going to obliterate my Lancer. Yep. And basically that's the way the cookie crumbles. So we'll see what happens from here.
We're going to try.
Shooting. Let's do it.
Yep. All right.
All right, so we finished the shooting phase, and Mr. Devin had a pretty good turn. He got to kill both of my Lancers, and he depleted me to 0 CP. What a jerk. So those things are gone.
I'm also at 0 CP. It makes you feel better.
It does make you feel better. All right. Aren't you at 1 CP?
No, I'm at 0.
Oh, what'd you spend it on?
I don't remember what I spent it on, but I don't know.
Okay.
My app and my thing agree with me, so.
Well, the thing agrees. So, Lancers are gone. He is going to score 4 on no prisoners, and he's going to... You can't disengage. You get 1 point. You don't get the choice to ditch it. New chapter peripherals.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's cool. So he gets 1 point for engage. He's gonna love it. Do you like that 1 point?
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna go into Blood Angels turn 2. This might be the blood turn, and we will find out. We'll be back. Okay, so move phase is done. This has been interesting. I draw an established locus and a recover assets. I'll do a recover assets. I'm gonna probably ditch, locus for a little CP action. I'm just going to go murder Vulcan with Dante and the remaining Sanguinary Guard. This guy's going to die between some shooting, a grenade, or a charge or whatever. That should put him on a 0 for his primary. Even though he'll have an army advantage, I think we should still be okay from there. And we'll just kind of see how it goes from there. So shooting's going to be basically nothing, and then I'm going to roll some charges, and we'll be back. All right, so the end of the turn, Dante and crew... told Vulcan that he's not allowed to play the game.
Why didn't you establish with the impulsor? You're within 6 of the center.
If I'm within 6, then yeah, he established. If I'm not, then I didn't. Destroyed the Land Raider with mortals from these nerds, and then they piled in and hit this guy. The Land Raider did explode for the least satisfying explosion I think I've ever seen.
3 mortals total.
3 mortals total, 2 to his and 1 to my guys.
Yep.
Piled in, tagged him, so I did a little trick here where he's technically if he moves at all, he's gonna have to cross my model, so he will be forced to take a desperate escape. He's not gonna fall back because he's a legend, but just in case he wants to. We'll see this. If I'm within 6, I did establish. If I'm not within 6, then I didn't do establish. And then we'll be on to turn 2 for the Salamanders.
You are.
No, I established. Great. Cheers. Okay, so we are end of movement phase for the Salamanders, round 2. Devin's going to take you through his movement and tell you what his plans are and what his general thoughts are. So I'm just going to walk over here.
Yep.
What are we thinking?
So the gist of it is, it's turned into a game where I'm going to be ahead on material, but I'm going to be behind on position.
Yep.
I'm trying to get this half of the board down so I can get 5 and 10 every turn guaranteed, and Jonathan can't block me out. That side, it's kind of a lost cause. I'm just trying to mitigate damage and keep him from coming over here. Mm-hmm. He's still got a Battle Predator and the Sanguinary in reserves. There's kind of nothing I can do about it. So I'm just trying to keep my bubble clear.
Cool. And to do that, you've dropped your Inceptors to be able to see here. You've dropped your other Inceptors to be able to see here. They got a line here, just in case it looks like he can't. He totally can. Yeah, you call me, but whatever. It's all good, baby. I decided to counter by rapid ingressing my captain here. I am outside of 18 of his Inceptors, so he can't shoot me. He does have 2 Lancers that can shoot me. Yep. But honestly, if he's going to shoot his Lancers into my Fort Benvol and Sang guard, I think I'm cool.
Yep.
And he has to deal with my Ball Predator and my other guys over there somehow.
Yep.
So I think I don't care if he shoots into them. I could be proven wrong. And we will see how this turns out. So we're going to the shooting phase right now. I believe these guys are about to be roasted. And cheers. Let's do it.
All right.
End of the shooting phase, so Dante and crew were wiped out. He actually killed one of my Sangard back there with the Lancers. A little annoying, but not unexpected. Mephiston took 2 wounds from this squad, and then this squad of Inceptors also killed 2 of their own members, so it's pretty freaking funny. I'm going to get another 15 on primary. What were your secure? You're going to get 2, and what was the other one?
Cure and cleanse the scouts.
All right, so
2 and 2.
Yeah, so 2 and 2 for his secondary. So I have a commanding lead. I'm about to get another 15 on primary. I'm going to see if I can deny him this primary over here, which should be pretty easy. He only has 1 OC. I might just charge this impulsor into this guy. So we will see how it goes. I'll just draw the cards live right now.
Yep.
This is going to give me an assassination.
Okay.
And I'll take an area denial. Well, area denial is pretty easy, so those are good. All right, so we'll be back after my movement phase, and I'll kind of explain what I'm going to do. Oh. Okay, so end of movement phase, turn number 3 for the Blood Angels. I did draw an area denial and assassination. Assassination is unlikely to happen. He only has one more character alive, and he's inside a land raider, which I'm not killing.
2 characters in there.
Oh, you got 2 characters.
Yeah,
Never mind.
range.
Spicy. Well, I'm not popping that thing this turn. I'm probably never popping that thing. So that's probably going to become CP. What I did do, however, is score 15 on primary.
You did.
Mephiston's going to hang out here. He's going to shoot this guy to death, or he won't. Whatever. These scouts are hanging out in the center. They're just within area denial, so they'll get roasted to death next turn. But you know what? They're going to get me area denial. Yep. Then I move my impulsor on up. I'm going to charge into this thing, and just so it can't like fall back and shoot.
Yep.
Then we'll have my ball predator came in from reserves, and since it's turn 3, I can be in the deployment zone. I'm going to roast the crap out of these scouts. Devin countered by rapidly ingressing these scouts. I'm going to try to kill them with all the guns from the impulsor. Probably won't, but you know, whatever.
We having a good time.
And then these guys are going to come kill this Lancer because I don't like Lancers, and then I'm going to pile in into Infiltrators because I don't like Infiltrators. So that's basically the way the story is going to go.
Yep.
And let's play Warhammer.
Assassinate. Where your characters at?
Alright, so basically, that was about as not good a turn as I could have had. So nothing died, and my position is kind of bad. The homeboy came in, Ball Predator killed 2 scouts. Very, very impressive. Loved it.
Don't flame Salamanders.
Nope, I was a silly bear. I shot the Land Raider Redeemer, which allowed him to disembark and get extra primary. Good, that was a great move on Devin. I actually really enjoyed it. That was fun. This thing actually didn't die from my captain with his, sustain his 3. That's okay, with Oath of Moment. Mephiston failed to kill a single guy. So it was a good turn overall, and we're about to get slapped hard, so let's find out what happens. Yep. Devin's going to get a 10 on primary, and he got a challenger card, which is just going to be bonus points for free.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then you drew what were cards?
I got Assassinate and
something else.
Storm Hostile, yep.
Which both of those seem like very reasonable things to have this turn.
Yes.
So let's play Salamanders are going to burn the Blood Angels.
We're going to try.
Okay, so Devin did the movement, and he fell back here. He oathed my captain. He brought his Inceptors to murder stuff. He didn't move his scouts because he didn't want my Ball Predator, which is no longer there, to overwatch him, but he just murdered him with my Lancer. Yep. This Land Raider has moved up, and he's going to try to destroy my Blade Guard after they disembark when the Hammer Strike tries to kill it. Now, it's possible the Hammer Strike fails to kill him, which means he'll just have to overwatch, or he'll have to overwatch instead of doing it as a shot. Yep. And these guys have moved up to try to score Storm Hostile Objective. This is his Ajax Agatone unit to try to murder my scouts. Now, they will murder my scouts. There's no doubt about it. So we are going to see how that goes. This Inceptor is also going to try to kill Mr. Mephiston. So that's what's
Sanguinor in there?
Yeah. No, he's there.
Oh, okay. I thought the Sanguinor was on that objective. No. Okay, cool. So
that's what we're doing right now.
Okay.
And he's just shooting a few more things. We'll be back with the charge phase.
I got Storm.
Okay, so end of the turn. Basically, I think things turned out much better for me than I expected. I think I might still be able to come back here a little bit. So Blade Guard made the charge in the scouts. Yep. Sanguinor heroic in. I spent a CP on precision, and so I just murdered both of his characters. Because, sometimes Sanguinor is a beast. Then he did kill all my scouts. So I'm only going to get a 5 on primary this coming turn. But what I'm going to do is I'm 100% just falling back to freaking Sanguinor. Yep. And I'm going to charge through here, so he's going to have to overwatch Sanguinor. Yep. Which means then I'm going to be able to obliterate all of his guys, and I'm going to put him back on a 5 again. Yep. So I think that might save me, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to do in my turn. This will be pretty quick. He did score what? Was Assassinate and Storm?
Assassinate and Storm.
Yeah, so great secondaries. You had good primaries. I'm in a tough spot, but I do have a path to redemption. So we'll find out how it goes. Cheers. Okay, so I have a plan. I did draw behind enemy lines and marked for death. Now, Devin did mark his Land Raider for death, which is really interesting. My Sanguinor, which was engaged with his Blade Guard vets, I have a Gambit. He has fallen back, and I'm going to spend a CP to allow him to charge. Now, I wish I had 3 CP, but I only have 2. My Blade Guard vets are going to throw a grenade at this guy, and that's going to open him up for potentially a Sanguinor just tapping him, depending on how good the grenade is. If the grenade sucks, I probably have to send them there. If the grenade's decent, then the Sanguinor just through Devils and AP3 can probably get him. Then that means I can open up a 5-inch charge from my Blade Guard into his Blade Guard, which I will pick up. Mephiston is going to have to shoot and kill the Inceptor and then charge and land a 5-inch charge into the Lancer. If everything goes according to plan, I'm going to win the game. There's a lot of ifs here. Luckily, they're only 5-inch charges, but I don't have any CP for rerolls, so I don't have any backup plans. But this is the path to victory here. So one of the things I really always encourage is you try to find the path to victory. And if the path to victory is not a good path, it's still a lot better than your other options. So take that path, and let's see if it works.
You did do work.
Yep. All right. So end of the turn. So basically, the game was really close, but it's not gonna work. I did end up killing the Land Raider with a Sanguinor, so that was great. I just failed the 5-inch charge. I rolled a 3. I landed Mephiston's. He killed his one guy. Killed the Lancer. I had to make this charge, but I also had to throw the grenades. There's no way I could have made the math work without the grenade. So I was stuck. I was just relying on 5-inch. Had I made that, game was over. I won. I failed it. I think it's going to go to Devin. We're definitely going to play it out, and we're going to see what happens now. He is about to score 15 on primary, and that will put me on a 0 for primary in my final. So that does make things very, very tough, but we will see how it goes. So, Mr. Devin, if you'll draw your cards.
Okay.
Okay, so I just really quickly need to talk about this for you guys. So the last slip of the video, I didn't actually go in depth enough for you for what actually happened. We were a little tired and I just kind of wrapped it up. So this is actually really, really critical. So if you remember the position of those Blade Guard veterans that I had still alive, and you remember the position of his Blade Guard veterans that were still alive, basically my game came down to, could I land a 5-inch charge with those Blade Guard veterans? So essentially what I did is I fell back my Sanguinor from engagement with his Blade Guard veterans, and I fell back inside the ruin so his Land Raider Redeemer couldn't see my Sanguinor. Then I couldn't move my Blade Guard veterans because I think I had like 2 left with the chaplain. So had I moved them, the Land Raider Redeemer would have been able to overwatch and destroy them. So I couldn't move them in the position they were in. So then my plan was set. So my plan at this point was my Blade Guard veterans will throw a grenade at the Land Raider Redeemer because I got to take at least 3 damage off because my Sanguinor can deal 6 damage to the Land Raider Redeemer since it was my Oath of Moment target. So the Sanguinor was going to have to charge through the wall. The Land Raider Redeemer would never be able to overwatch him because he won't be able to see him. Then my Sanguinor would have to kill the Land Raider Redeemer, but I had to get a little bit of damage onto him before that happened. I had to spend 1 CP to fall back and charge my Sanguinor. I had to spend 1 CP on the grenade to soften up the Land Raider enough to the point where the Sanguinor could actually kill him because I had drawn marked for death, so I had to kill that Land Raider Redeemer. So that's what happened. So I didn't have a CP left for a CP reroll. Then Mephiston, who was up in the up top corner, had to both shoot and kill the 1 remaining Inceptor and charge and kill the Lancer, which was also a 5-inch charge. So my turn came down to this. Can I kill 1 guy in shooting from Mephiston? Can I make a 5-inch charge with Mephiston? Can I make a 5-inch charge with my Blade Guard veterans? And can I kill the Land Raider Redeemer between a grenade and a Sanguinor? So the Sanguinor and the grenade went through. I killed the Land Raider Redeemer. Mephiston killed the guy in shooting. Mephiston made the 5-inch charge, killed the Lancer. The Blade Guard veterans and the chaplain, who was left alive, failed the 5-inch charge, and I was unable to reroll it because I no longer had any CP because I had to spend 1 on the Sanguinor and I had to spend 1 on the grenades. Now, perhaps I could have said, all right, I'm just going to save the CP for the reroll charge and not throw the grenades, but it was a really, really big mathematical break that the 3 damage that I got from the grenades really made it a lot easier to kill the Land Raider Redeemer, and the Sanguinor was not going to be able to do it if I didn't throw the grenades. So that's where the game ran out. Had I made the charge, it would have been a big win. Not salty at all, because the reality is sometimes you don't make those charges. But I really wanted to explain to you guys why the board state will look a little bit different in this last portion of the video, so that you can understand my thought process. How do you resurrect a game that looks doomed? Because games are never doomed. There's always going to be a plan. Had the plan worked, I would have fought my way out of it, and it would have been a win towards the Blood Angels. So if you're in the dirt and you're kind of curious and you're hurting, sorry, there's just an adorable 6-month-old who's looking at me right now, and you're really like struggling to figure out where the path to victory is, there is a path to victory. Keep looking, pause, and try to find it. This is how I win a ton of my games. It's because people get too fancy in the later rounds and they do things that they think doesn't matter, but it does, and they make mistakes, and it allows me to capitalize on mistakes and get back in the game. So Devin made no mistakes. He didn't give me the opportunity to get back in the game, but my positioning gave me an opportunity to get back in the game. It's just the way it was, right? So he did a great game. Props to him. So I'm going to go to the last video and give you the follow-up now. So hopefully that clarifies why the board state has changed. Cheers. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're breaking down the last turn's movement. He did draw a area denial and establish. He failed the battle shock on these scouts back here, so establish will be in the middle. He's not going to move the Blade Guard vets. And when you look at the board like this, basically what I'm telling Devin is he's won the game, so right now his mission needs to be don't lose. right? What people do is they try to get too fancy in the last turn when they've got the game, and they throw the game. So right now, the Blade Guard vets are the only thing that matter because they're what's going to kill his Blade Guard vets. So he has to shoot them to death.
True.
Mephiston doesn't matter because he's going to score 4 points on Establish if I draw it, but that's about all he can do. I'm going to score 0 on Primary no matter what. So this is the only thing that actually matters on the board. So at this point, what he needs to do is just make sure this unit dies or is at least completely neutered. So that's what he's going to do, and we're going to see how it works. And yeah, we'll just be back after shooting. Yeah. Okay, so the end of the game, it is going to end up a 90-70 to Mr. Devin. Congratulations to you, sir. Representing Big Smoke like the legend you are. Basically, the story of the game was Devin moved forward aggressively as well he should have. I took my shot. I had 2 turns where I just wasn't able to kill anything. And because of that, Devin positioned intelligently. He rapid ingress where he needed to rapid ingress. He got the secondaries he needed to get.
Let's put an asterisk there. I positioned intelligently while John was screaming at me not to do some things.
Well, you know. And so, great game. Had a blast. So that was the tail of the tape. The last turn we didn't really play out there. Just mathematically, it didn't work. Had I made the charge with Blade Guard here,
yeah,
I think it was over, but it was over in my direction.
Yeah.
So it came down to a 5-inch charge. Honestly, those are my games I love.
Yeah.
If it comes down to a single charge,
oh yeah,
that's a great freaking game. Love it, man. Thanks for inviting me over here for Big Smoke. I had a blast with it. You guys rock. This is cool. Have a good one.